History being made at the State House today as lawmakers are voting on what some have described as the most important education bill of all time. It's been dubbed by Governor Phil Scott and Education Secretary Zoe Saunders as the Education Transformation Plan. ABC 22's Matt Holderman was at the State House today. He is now back live in our studio. So Matt, what has the conversation been like both in and outside the Golden Dome?
Right, Lauren. Well, it's not only one of the most important bills of all time, but also one of the most unpredictable. State Senator Tanya Vyhovsky said in her 5 years at the State House, there's never been a bill where she's been this unsure as to whether it's going to pass or fail. And that's because there are a lot of strong feelings on both sides here, as you can see in some of this video, with the education and property tax implications at stake. And it's not even your typical case of Democrats versus Republicans.
When I say not for sale, you say public schools, not for sale. Public schools! Not for sale. Public schools!
6 months of heated debate over how to change Vermont's education system all came to a head Monday in Montpelier as the state Senate and House voted on a final version of the bill. Before votes took place, teachers, superintendents, and others made their voices heard outside the State House, with some condemning the bill, saying it would give too many public dollars to private schools and saying they should kill the bill because of that.
Just knock on any damn door and ask them, are you okay with your public tax dollars going to private schools? And the answer is going to be no.
Our public dollars should not be used for anything other than our public schools. Call it out and not be apologetic nor polite about calling bull when there's bull happening all around us.
Others argued Vermont's current education system is the most equitable in the country, and some called this bill rushed and incomplete, including the 2025 Vermont Teacher of the Year.
I do not ask my students to rush through their assignments. I ask them to take their time to consider multiple perspectives. In my classroom, I mark work like this with an NY, not yet. Try again.
The current system has some fatal flaws.
Inside the Senate chambers, legislators debated back and forth about the parts of the bill they thought were fantastic and the parts where they think it comes up short. Senate Minority Leader Scott Beck explained the main financial components of the bill, saying every student will be weighted the same at about $15,000 annually, with some special exceptions. And other senators added it's all about creating equal opportunities for Vermont kids.
Every child in the state of Vermont will receive the same amount of support from the state of Vermont, and the number of weighted students times the base will determine how much money a district receives.
Forefront in all of our minds is making sure that every child in Vermont has equal access to an excellent education.
Okay, now to give an update on where things stand, the bill did pass through the Senate just about 2 hours ago. The final vote there was 17-12, with some Democrats and Republicans voting yes, and some Democrats, Republicans, and progressives voting no. Again, not really a partisan issue here, just depends where you live in the state. The bill started in the Senate today, so it has now moved on to the House, and we will give you an update later tonight on how the House votes. And if they do pass it, it will go to Governor Scott's desk. He indicated last Friday that if the bill did get to him, he would be signing it into law. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.